I finally finished a bloody story. I have been trying for years, and that is not an exaggeration. I have started so many stories and not finished them for several reasons. But if you have been watching the channel of late, for Horror Month, I wanted to write a horror story. And I actually managed to do it and make a video on it. And it is called it is called I keep seeing myself on the other train platform. Ooh, mysterious title. Makes you want to check it out, doesn't it? Well, you can check it out on my Reddit, which I will post below, or my on the channel. There is me reading it with some questionable voice acting. Let's just say I will not be doing that in the future in terms of the voice acting. I will be reading the stories, but I will not be putting on any voices because my word, I'm not talented in that regard. But yeah, it was just something, as I said, I've always wanted to do. I kind of alluded to it in one of my like kind of previous mental health Mondays, like kind of goals that I had for the rest of the year, and that was one of the goals was to finish a story, like finish it, and what so basically the inspiration because I had kind of fallen out of writing for a while was listening to the podcast series Creepcast, which is all about horror stories and creepy stories on the internet, like creepypastas. It's hosted by uh, Hunter, Papa Meat, and Isaiah Windigoon, who just I think together create a really good combo. Um, and just some of the stories there inspired me to get back into writing. So I initially started with a story, which is also up on the channel now, Flat 333. Not finished, but I'm working my way through the chapters. And then you have my other one. So yeah, I started Flat 333 and it started out like all my stories, quite small, kind of knew where I wanted to go. Then it started to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and before I knew it, I was out of my depth in terms of this, and I was just like, it's going to happen again. I'm just going to make it too big, and I'm going to not want to kind of continue with it. That's when I got the new idea for the story, which actually I don't know where it came from. Um, like the story is, if you want a brief kind of, it's like kind of like this guy, and he thinks that there's this person on the other side of the platform who's copying him, and kind of develops over week to week, and becomes kind of more like him. And so it's obviously like kind of going for that doppelganger, like skinwalker maybe type vibe. And that's how most like my ideas just kind of come from, like listening to music. Definitely when I'm listening to music, I'm kind of in my own head thinking about things, and listening to the podcast, and that's where Flat 333. So anyway, I started this story and I was like, right, the deadline, the word count is going to be, because I googled what a short story is, and it's about 7,500 words. So I was like, right, that is the max I can go to. I need to write this story in 7,500 words. Ended up being 9,000, but it was still close, and I think I had a good beginning, and I think the ending was probably quite strong in terms of where it went. I think it went kind of in a different direction from where people think it might have gone. I think definitely in the middle, like that could use some work. But as I said, first story that I've done, I just wanted to get it out there, like because I kept rereading it, finding new parts to add, new parts to take away, and honestly, it was just such a relief to get it up, and I'm so glad I've done it. I've received good feedback from it, honest feedback as well. Like that is the only way I'm going to get better if I like it's all well and good people saying it's good, but I need like what would they suggest, what didn't really work as well, and kind of go with that and apply it to my next story, which I've done. So I've already kind of taken some of the feedback on board and applied it to the first 3 chapters of Flat 33, which are on my Reddit as well. I've got one video up of me reading the first chapter. Chapter 2 will be following shortly. I'm just loving it. I've always been creative, but I'm not a very creative person in a sense. Like, I'm not good at art. I'm not musically gifted. Like, I've got no musicality at all. So writing is really the only way, along with the YouTube videos, which is kind of, I've had to dial back the creativity because I just don't have the time. But definitely writing, I think, is a way that I can express my creativity and actually kind of, I'm not going to say I'm going to become like get anything published or anything like that, but get better at it. Like, I'm already feel like going from the first story to going back, well, the first story I finished to now going to Flat 33, I already feel like my writing has gotten better in terms of my sentence structure, paragraph structure, like just the kind of things that you don't think about when you're actually writing it. So yeah, like I'm just really really happy that I managed to get it and put it out to like a public audience. Like, obviously I do the YouTube stuff, but I feel like the creative aspect of my life and the actual writing is like quite a big thing to take that step and go and put it out there. And I'm happy I've done that. I am, in case you didn't know, I probably mentioned that a lot, but I want to keep this going. I'm working on chapter 4 at the minute. I'm going to try, because obviously I want to still do the YouTube stuff, and it's going to require a balance. And I want to try and do maybe a chapter every 1 or 2 weeks of this story, just so, because like the the short story, I not rushed it, but I spent a lot of time on it in October. Like, I was coming home from work and just spending the whole evening like going through, writing, and it was worth it in the end because I managed to get the story out there. I got the video done, but it was a lot. It was a lot. So I'm gonna give myself bigger time frames between chapters now, and just kind of keep it going. I've already got so many ideas for other stories that I want to write, which is really exciting as well. Different kind of stories. So these two are kind of more first person kind of accounts. I want to try one where it's more of like a third person, so you're kind of following along with the journey rather than seeing through the eyes of the protagonist. So I just want to try different styles, and it's exciting. Like, I am excited to keep writing, keep going with this little journey that I'm on, this little writer's journey, and just get better. Like, I can only get better, and the feedback that I get, I hope if it's honest and it's constructive, I will take that on board. Like, I'm one of the best, I think, at for that. Comes from my sporting background. Like, I've never been the best technically, so definitely need to, in terms of my writing, like, just take on board what people are saying and apply it to like my next work, or even like already the kind of the short story. I already think I could expand that out into probably double the length and add more tension and add more build up. But yeah, I'm just enjoying it and I'm looking forward to doing more. So give the story a read, like, or go and listen to it and let me know what you think. Like, that is what this video is mainly for. Like, go away and read it if you have time, and give me your honest feedback. Like, did you think it was crap? Tell me why. Don't just say it was crap, because that doesn't help me. Tell me why you think it was crap, and that way I can maybe get better at the next one. But if you enjoyed it, tell me you enjoyed it. Tell me, what did you enjoy about it. Like, yeah, I want to get better, and I need feedback for that. So With all that being said, all I said to say is any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.